If your Labrador turns every walk into a tug of war, this simple method will change everything.
You imagined calm walks, a quiet moment between you and your Labrador. Fresh air, a little exercise, maybe even something you look forward to every day. But instead, every walk feels like a battle. Your arm gets sore, your shoulder tightens, your grip gets stronger, and your Labrador, he's pulling like he's got somewhere urgent to be. You're not walking your dog is walking you. And honestly, sometimes it's embarrassing because you can feel people watching. But here's the truth, you're not alone. At home, your Labrador is loving, gentle, soft-hearted. He listens, he cuddles, he looks at you like you're his whole world. But outside, it's like a switch flips. The moment the leash clips on, he turns into a rocket, pulling hard, ignoring your voice, acting like you don't even exist. And you start thinking, is my dog just stubborn? Am I doing something wrong? Why is this so hard? If you've ever felt that, I want you to hear this next part clearly. You are not a bad dog owner, and your Labrador is not a bad dog. This leash pulling problem happens to thousands of Labrador owners every single day, and most people don't talk about it because they feel ashamed. But you don't need harsh tools, yelling, or force to fix this. You don't need to dominate your Labrador. You just need a calm system and a few simple training steps that actually work. And once you learn them, walks become easier faster than you think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why Labradors pull and how to stop it step by step. Before we talk about training, we need to clear one big misunderstanding. Labradors don't pull on the leash because they're trying to dominate you. They pull because they were literally bred to move forward with energy and purpose. Labradors are working dogs at heart. Their brains are wired to explore, retrieve, and stay active. So when they step outside, their excitement level spikes instantly. The world smells stronger, sounds louder, and feels more rewarding than home. Pulling becomes their natural response. And once that pulling starts, something important happens. Every time your Labrador pulls and still moves forward, he learns something. He learns that pulling works. The leash tightens, but the walk continues. He reaches the smell, he reaches the tree, he reaches the person. In his mind, pulling equals success. Even gentle pulling becomes a habit over time. And habits, once formed, repeat automatically. Not because your dog is disobedient, but because the behavior was rewarded. Labradors also have another trait that makes this worse. Labradors are extremely food motivated and people focused. They want everything, now. A smell, another dog, a person walking by. It all feels urgent. Their strong bodies make it easy for them to lean into the leash, and because they're friendly, they rush toward excitement instead of avoiding it. Without training, their excitement spills into the leash, and over time, pulling becomes their default walking style. Not because they're stubborn, but because no one taught them another way. The good news is, this behavior can be changed faster than you think. When your Labrador pulls, it may feel like he's ignoring you, but in that moment, his brain is overloaded. Excitement shuts down listening. That's why yelling his name rarely works. He's not choosing to ignore you. He simply hasn't learned how to stay calm on a leash yet. And calm walking is a skill, just like sit or stay. Once you teach it correctly, everything changes. Now let's talk about what kind of progress you should realistically expect. Before you start training, I want you to hear this clearly. Your Labrador didn't learn leash pulling in one day, so it won't disappear in one walk either. And that's completely okay. Leash pulling is a habit, and habits change through repetition. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress, and progress is absolutely possible. Now, here's what the timeline usually looks like. In the first week, you may notice small but exciting changes. Your Labrador may pull less often, even if he still pulls sometimes. He may stop faster when you stop. You might get a few check-ins, little moments where he looks back at you. These are powerful signs of learning.
The leash may still get tight, but not as aggressively, and your walks will start to feel a little more manageable. That's your first win. But real, consistent loose leash walking takes a little longer. For many Labradors, real change starts showing between 3 to 7 days. That's when they begin understanding tight leash means stop. Then, over 3 to 6 weeks, you usually see major improvement. Less dragging, more calm, more control. And after 8 to 12 weeks, most owners can enjoy genuinely peaceful walks, especially if they stay consistent and don't skip practice. Puppies may take longer because their brains are still developing. Adult labs usually improve faster once the routine becomes clear. But here's something important. Progress will not be perfectly smooth. Some days will feel amazing. Other days will feel like your Labrador forgot everything. That doesn't mean the training isn't working. It usually means the environment was harder. More smells, more people, more excitement. Labradors don't generalize skills easily. Walking calmly in the backyard doesn't automatically mean calm at a busy park. So setbacks are not failures, they're feedback. They simply show you where your dog needs more practice. And once you understand that, you'll stop feeling frustrated and start feeling in control. If your Labrador keeps pulling, it doesn't mean you're doing nothing. In fact, most owners are doing a lot. But a few small habits, totally normal ones, can accidentally make pulling stronger. And the problem is, you don't notice it happening in the moment because you're just trying to finish the walk. You're tired, you're busy, you're trying to manage life. So if you've been making these mistakes, don't blame yourself. Just adjust, and you'll see progress fast. Let's start with the biggest mistake of all. One day you stop when the leash gets tight. The next day you let your Labrador pull because you're late, or because you're tired, or because you're thinking, it's fine, it's just this once. But dogs don't understand sometimes. They understand patterns. And when pulling works even once, it keeps the habit alive. Consistency is the real secret behind loose leash walking. The next mistake is one almost every Labrador owner makes. Labradors have big energy, so many owners think if I walk him longer, he'll calm down. But here's the issue. Long, chaotic walks often create more excitement, more smells, more triggers, more stimulation, and your Labrador practices pulling for 30 to 60 minutes straight. That becomes intense repetition. So instead of learning calm, he gets trained in dragging. Shorter, structured walks teach better behavior than long, messy ones. Now let's talk about something small but powerful. Many owners hold the leash tight constantly even before the dog pulls. It feels safer, it feels like control. But a tight leash tells your Labrador that pressure is normal, so he pulls against it naturally. It becomes a pressure battle. Your dog leans forward, you pull back, and the walk becomes tension. Loose leash walking starts with giving the dog a chance to succeed. Another common mistake happens when we correct too late. If your Labrador is already fully pulling, he is already overstimulated. His brain is not learning in that moment. So if you try to correct after he's lunging, it doesn't teach him what to do instead. It just adds frustration on both sides. Timing is everything. The best moment to train is the first second the leash gets tight, not after 20 seconds of dragging. Early correction is calm correction. And finally, there's one mistake that surprises most people. Labradors are not just energetic, they are intelligent. They need brain work, not just leg work. If they don't get mental stimulation, they create their own excitement outside. That turns every walk into a mission. Sniffing, searching, and little obedience games calm the brain. A tired brain creates a calmer body. And calm is what makes leash training easier. Mental stimulation isn't extra, it's essential. Now that you know what makes it worse, let's move into the exact training steps that fix it. The secret to stopping leash pulling isn't strength. It's not yanking back harder. It's not trying to outpower your Labrador. The real solution is teaching one simple idea. Loose leash equals we move forward. Tight leash equals we pause. That's it. That rule changes everything because it turns the leash into communication, not conflict. But before training begins, we need to set you up for success. Most people try to train while walking normally, but when your Labrador is already overstimulated, he can't learn properly. So for the first few days, think of it like this. You're not going for a walk, you're going for a training session. Pick a calm place first, like your driveway, a quiet street, or a low distraction area. Keep the session short. Even 10 minutes is enough. Short, calm sessions beat long, frustrating walks every time. Now here's the first skill you'll teach. This is the foundation of loose leash walking. The moment the leash tightens, you stop. Don't jerk the leash, don't scold, don't lecture. Just stop, quietly, like a statue. Your Labrador will pull harder for a few seconds. That's normal. Wait him out. The second the leash loosens even slightly, you move forward again. This teaches pulling doesn't work, but calm walking does. If you do this right, your Labrador will start thinking instead of dragging. Here's a mistake many people make. They only react when the dog is pulling, but your Labrador needs to learn what you do want. So anytime he's walking near you leash loose, reward it. Reward calm behavior before it breaks. This builds a habit. Staying close becomes valuable, and over time, your Labrador starts choosing that position on his own. Quiet walking becomes rewarding, not boring. Now let's add the skill that creates focus. A Labrador that checks in with you pulls less, so we want to build a simple pattern. Walk, pause, Labrador looks at you, reward. At first, reward any glance. Even 1 second of eye contact is enough. Over time, your Labrador starts looking back more often. That eye contact becomes your steering wheel, because attention is the first step to control. Next, we'll use a technique that gently resets the entire walk. The moment your Labrador starts pulling forward, you calmly turn around and walk the other direction. No anger, no yanking, no drama. It's like saying, "Oh, we're not going that way." Your Labrador will start paying attention fast because direction becomes unpredictable, and he learns if I want progress, I have to stay connected to my person. This is one of the quickest ways to reduce pulling. But sometimes the outside world is too exciting, and you'll need a calming reset. Labradors don't just need walking, they need sniffing. Sniffing is calming for dogs. So here's a simple trick. When your Labrador gets too excited, toss a few small treats into the grass and then say, "Find it." Let him sniff and search slowly. This lowers arousal levels naturally, and when the brain calms down, leash manners improve. Now we'll combine everything into a simple walking structure. Here is the full system, step by step. Start walking calmly. If leash stays loose, reward and continue. If leash tightens, stop. If he relaxes, continue. If he keeps pulling, turn and go the other way. If excitement is too high, use Find It to calm him down. That loop teaches your Labrador what behavior works in every situation. Now let's make sure you don't accidentally train the wrong behavior. Labradors pull hardest when they're close to something exciting, like a tree, a smell, a dog, or a person. Many owners get pulled all the way there, then stop. But in the dog's mind, pulling worked. So instead, stop before the exciting thing, wait for calm, then walk to it with a loose leash. The reward should come after calm behavior. And finally, let's talk about how to scale this into real-life walks. Loose leash walking is easier in quiet places, harder in parks, even harder near other dogs and people. So don't jump straight into the hardest version. Train in levels, quiet area to slightly busy street, to park at quiet times, to normal busy areas. Only level up when your Labrador succeeds most of the time. This is how you build reliable leash manners that last. Now that you have the training steps, let's turn this into a simple daily routine you can actually follow.
Here's the truth most Labrador owners learn the hard way. You don't need one perfect long walk. You need a simple daily routine you can actually repeat. Labradors calm down when life becomes predictable, when the rules stay the same every day. And the best part is, this routine doesn't take hours.
It's about structure, not exhaustion. Small daily habits create big behavior change. Let's break it into a simple morning, midday, and evening plan. In the morning routine, don't start with a fast power walk. Start with a calm sniff walk. This is not for distance, it's for decompression. Let your Labrador sniff and explore slowly. Sniffing lowers stress and reduces hyperbehavior later. Keep it simple, 10 to 20 minutes. And remember, the leash rule still applies. If he pulls, you stop. Calm first, then move. Now let's add the part most people skip, but it changes everything. Labradors learn best in short practice sessions. Around midday routine, do a mini training session. Just 5 to 10 minutes is enough. Focus on one skill. Check-ins, stop and stand, or turn and go resets. Keep it calm, keep it easy. End while your Labrador is still successful. This builds confidence and creates faster progress. Next comes the evening walk, where owners usually struggle most. Your evening walk should be the most structured walk of the day. This is where you practice the real rules. Start in a low distraction area for the first few minutes. Reward early calm behavior. If pulling begins, stop immediately. If excitement rises, use your reset tools. Turn and go or find it. Keep the walk calm and controlled, not rushed and chaotic. Even a shorter walk feels better when it's peaceful. But walking alone won't fully calm a Labrador. We need brain work too. Labradors aren't just energetic, they're smart. A bored Labrador becomes a pulling Labrador. So every day include a short mental challenge. It can be sniff games, simple obedience practice, or searching for hidden treats. This doesn't need to be fancy. Just 10 minutes of mental work can reduce pulling dramatically because mental stimulation lowers arousal, and arousal is what makes leash training harder. Now here's one final routine tip that makes walks easier instantly. Many Labradors start pulling before they even leave the house. That's because the leash itself becomes a trigger for excitement. So introduce a calm start ritual. If your Labrador is jumping, spinning, or whining, pause. Wait for calm body language. Then clip the leash and walk out calmly. This teaches calmness opens the door to fun, and over time, that calm energy carries into the walk. When you follow this routine daily, your Labrador stops living in go-go-go mode and starts learning peace.
If walks have been stressful lately, I want you to take a deep breath. Because what you're dealing with is common. Labradors are amazing dogs, but they can be intense on a leash. And it doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean your dog is stubborn. It simply means he hasn't learned this skill yet. Loose leash walking is not natural for most dogs. It's trained, step by step. And the fact that you're here watching this, that already says a lot. Your Labrador isn't pulling to annoy you. He's pulling because the outside world feels exciting and overwhelming. Every smell tells a story. Every sound feels like an invitation. And when Labradors get excited, their body moves before their brain thinks. That's not attitude, that's biology. Your dog loves you. He just needs clear guidance when the world gets loud. And once you become that calm guide, everything changes. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel like your Labrador forgot everything. That's normal. That's part of training. Progress isn't a straight line. It's more like waves, forward, then a step back, then forward again. Don't let one bad walk erase 10 good ones. Your Labrador is learning every day you stay consistent, even when it doesn't look perfect. And soon, you'll start noticing something incredible. One day, you'll step outside and the leash will stay loose longer. Your Labrador will glance back at you, without being asked. He'll slow down instead of dragging forward, and you'll realize, wait, this is working. And from that moment, your confidence comes back. Walks stop feeling like punishment. They become peaceful time together. The connection becomes stronger than the distractions, because at the end of the day, this isn't about leash behavior. It's about your relationship. When you train loose leash walking, you're doing more than fixing pulling. You're teaching your Labrador emotional control. You're teaching him patience. You're teaching him how to stay connected to you in a busy world. And that affects everything: recall, obedience, and overall behavior. This is a long-term win, a calmer Labrador and a calmer you. And now, before you go, I want to help you take the next step.
Now, before you click away, I want you to do one thing for me. In the comments, tell me 2 quick details. How old is your Labrador, and what triggers the worst pulling? Is it other dogs, people, smells, or the moment you leave the house? I read the comments and I use them to make future videos based on what you need. And trust me, you're not alone in this. The comment section becomes a support group for Labrador owners. So share your situation, even if it feels frustrating. And if this video helped you even a little bit, make sure you subscribe, because I'm uploading more calm, practical Labrador training videos. No harsh tools, no yelling, no guilt, just step-by-step guidance that works in real life. And in the next video, I'll show you a simple daily plan to reduce hyperbehavior fast, so your Labrador listens more, pulls less, and settles better at home too. If you want calm walks, that next video will help a lot. So hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You'll be glad you did. And remember, you don't need a perfect dog. You don't need perfect training. You just need consistency and calm leadership. Your Labrador can learn this, and you can absolutely enjoy peaceful walks again, one step at a time, one calm walk at a time. I'll see you in the next video.